Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Stellaris. We are playing as the Terrapin Conglomerate, and I went ahead and built a few things on Kofefe Prime. We are building our first two Betharian power plants, and I'm going to clear up this dangerous wildlife so I can move the planetary administration from here over there. And with that, let's go ahead and get back into the game. Unpause it. We are losing food. That is really bad. There's really not a whole lot of food to be had on arid worlds and stuff. Cosmic Diamond. While on the surface Maya appears to be an ordinary white dwarf, the star hides an intriguing secret. By studying Maya's pulsations, the Bacon Quester crew has discovered its composition to be almost entirely crystallized carbon. This astronomical crystal lattice seems to have formed as the star cooled, originating in its gas-fusing core and growing outward over time. Maya is a diamond of cosmological proportions, glinting behind a white veil of oxygen and helium. Fascinating. +4 physics research. Not too shabby. Salty. Science ship Halley's Eel came up short with regards to its original mission of investigating possible activity on the frozen surface of Cokelite 6A. There is seemingly nothing of note but ice and rock. However, Science Officer Eagleclaw, a self-proclaimed gourmet chef and history buff, how do you feel about that, Eagleclaw? Claims to have made an important discovery. Probably like that, actually. A chemical compound found in the surface ice layers in several regions of Cokelite 6A is allegedly, supposedly, closely related to terrapin stellar salt, an ingredient integral to many traditional terrapin dishes and thought extinct on Chelonus. How does salt go extinct? I mean, I guess if you mine it all. It has long been speculated that terrapin stellar salt was never native to our homeworld, but was brought to the surface by some meteorite impacts in the distant past. The science officer's discovery on Cokelite 6A lends some credence to this theory, though Eagleclaw leans heavily on properties described in ancient cookbooks predating modern chemistry to prove the saline connection. Whether the salt, analyzed and synthesized, actually tastes like the terrapin stellar salt of old is ultimately of little consequence. Just the idea of traditional foods now possessing more historical accurate flavor profiles is bound to stimulate both the terrapin economy and palate. Savory. Salty modifier added for 240 months, giving the following effects. Happiness +5%. Excellent. Now we can make terrapin stellar ham. Everyone's favorite dish. Alright, let you go back to surveying up there. And it is the election time. I would rather not lose X-Gemini or Ashley. Let's see. Space Miner and Warlike are both good. Happiness, leader lifespan. Do I want to spend? I think I'm going to abstain. And Adam Conrad will rule until the next election. A little bit disappointed by that. Alright, well, on the other hand, AuldDragon is a clear blocker time and clear blocker cost guy, which is not bad. X-Gemini is leveled up. Better Adam Conrad than one of our scientists, though. I need to keep them doing the science thing. Ooh. Where is that for? Ah, it's up in the corner. Okay. There's a lot of food here. We may need to colonize here pretty soon. Unfortunately, we're at 4 out of 4 planets. That would solve our food problems. This would only be for food. I don't know. I mean, for... Yeah, you know what? For now, it's only for energy. I'm going to switch over to the hydroponics bay. Abandoned thrusting. In the center of a particularly large crater on CO909 lies a cluster of metal shapes, doubtlessly of alien origin. Science Officer Eagleclaw is convinced that they are massive planetoid-mountable propulsion devices intended to push CO909 from its orbit for purposes and destination unknown. The Halley's Eel is on standby, its crew ready to begin disassembly and analysis of the alleged propulsion system with the hopes of improving our own thruster technology. Make it so. Gain ion thrusters.
Concluded.
Excellent. I was not actually researching those, so that works. Strategic resource discovered, Aurelium ore. Very nice. That is shield hit points plus 20%. I actually don't remember what Aurelium used to do. Something that I didn't really care about. Maybe Aurelium was the explosive-based thing.
System survey concluded.
Alright, where are you going? You were going over there. Good.
Anomalous readings registered.
Alright, this one is very easy. There is a significant amount of debris in orbit around this gas giant. Most of it appears to come from long-lost starships of various configurations. We'll go ahead and research that. We're still going to go up here, take care of the... Oh! Stellarite Devourer. Okay, guess we're not going in here to survey this system. There is a desert world in here, though. Yeah, when you're done here... remind me to move you someplace else. We do not want to go in there. Rosechan 2 is leveled up. Good.
Research concluded.
So how much does it cost now? 300? Yeah, it's still a little bit much. Specialized combat computers. Basic combat roles. Let's go for the colony development speed now. That's a good thing to get. Debris field. The strong gravity well of Uttal 5 has pulled in a massive amount of space debris, which has formed a dense layer around parts of the gas giant. Most of it appears to be wreckage from a series of space battles fought in the system several millennia ago. Scavengers have already scoured the debris of valuable technologies and artifacts, but a mining station should be able to recycle the metal.
Construction project concluded.
Okay, we've got ground defense planning. Starbase capacity might be good. In fact, yeah, because I need to defend my borders with these guys. So let's go for that. A terraforming candidate discovered. There are so many of these. So I did a stream on Monday. Whoops. Let's go ahead and research that. And just, I was getting so many of them. I think because they set up a lot of the other anomalies to only happen once. So eventually you start hitting a point where you're just getting a ton of these things. And it's kind of ridiculous. Go ahead and upgrade that. You're growing here. Let's build a robot there. Yeah, my fleet comes up through here. Okay, Robin is done here. Grab that mining station. Yeah, the mining stations are now no longer cheap. So sad. So definitely get that one, though. We can build that mining station, though. So we may as well start getting access to it.
System survey concluded.
Exotic radiation. This particular asteroid is an extrasolar capture and appears to have been washed by some kind of exotic radiation as it plummeted through interstellar space before finally settling in the Ofang system. The original source of this radiation remains unknown, but the Halley's Eel has been able to pick up a wealth of physics data by studying the asteroid's energy emissions. Well, not bad. Another terraforming candidate. Let's stop tracking that. Oh, let's research this. It's going to be a while before I get that. I should have done that before I got ready to attack these guys.
Initializing hostile engagement protocols.
Oh, wow, you guys are, like, right there, huh? Okay. It's fine by me. I will take your goodies.
System survey concluded.
Okay, you're done over there. Let's just start surveying out here until we get the research completed. You're almost done. Let's go ahead and build that. Okay, we're back up to 200 food. Might be a good idea to clear these up, though. Let's go ahead and do that. It's expensive, but we need the food. We really need the food. Now, this is giving us food plus 20%, but there really isn't a whole lot of food on here, especially with this now taken up. I almost wish that this had been placed on, like, down here or something. Wish you could move it. I mean, I could replace it. It's only 2 Unity. It's not going to improve. Let's go ahead and demolish this. And build it here. Swirling shadows. Immense ragged planes of shadow drift across Impan 1's face. They are cast not by clouds, but by sheets of organic material drifting through the upper atmosphere, the upper layers of the atmosphere. Hinged or rather jointed to allow for a small degree of articulation. Science Officer Eagleclaw is as yet unwilling to say whether these things are flora or fauna, or what possible purpose, if any, their elaborate shadow casting might serve. That is always a good event to get.
System survey concluded. Construction project concluded.
Alright, pirates sighted where? Must be dealt with. Right there, of course. I'll deal with it later. You know, since I've got these guys up here. Glost Werhenny civilization encountered. They are in the early space age. Interesting. Ah, it's the derps. Conformists, quick learners, weak. They're xenophiles, and what else? Xenophiles and military... Oh, well, there's also materialists. These guys would be good to elevate. When you're done, go build over here.
Construction project concluded.
Gigantic skeleton. What was previously thought to be assorted mountains in the southern hemisphere of Impan B1 have been identified as the massive skeletal remains of a single colossal alien lifeform. The bones have been dated as 3.4 billion years old, but our scientists have ruled out that Impan B1 could have supported life on that scale at any point in the planet's history. Science Officer Eagleclaw has prepared a special research project to delve further into this mystery. Fascinating. Interesting that that this one has its own star system. Go ahead and research that first. Eagleclaw, thank you. Enlightenment complete. The thousands of scientists and advisors we sent to Kraji have finally completed the arduous task of bringing the local civilization up to an early space age level of technology. Under their new unified government, the aliens now style themselves as the Penthulan Alignment, and they have agreed to become our vassals. We have ceded full control of the system and dismantled our observation post, as per the conditions of our treaty with them. This is a great day. And now we are getting 6.24 monthly gain. You guys are fanatic materialists, militarists. It's okay. They're pathetic. They are loyal. Enlightened us, plus 100. Bright materialists. Subject. Relative power of subjects. Offer trade deal. They're not going to have any minerals or anything like that. But there we go. Getting a little bit more influence. I'll definitely want to do the same to these guys down there. Actually, can we give them... They already have... Okay. Oh, okay, so they already have a full sensor link with me. I'll go ahead and give them communications, though.
Hostile IFF signatures detected.
Right, because it was 0. Alright, offer trade deal. No, you guys don't really want food. Alright. Okay, 20 minerals. There you go. Oh, they've decided to come in and attack that space station again. Not the wisest move. Go ahead and upgrade those.
Spaceports sustaining damage.
I have no idea where these guys are going.
Anomalous readings registered.
Hey, another world that we can that we'll be able to terraform. Oh, they want to give me 33 minerals for 22 food. I'll agree to that right now. Okay. Autocannons would be good, but it's not going to take that long, and I don't know if I want to spend the time getting someone over there. Let's go with indoctrination.
Fleet enhancement supplied.
Let's see. We are 5 months away from that. That's good. Let's see. Eagleclaw, you were working on that. Yeah, I don't have that tech yet. If I had that tech, then maybe I would.
Construction project concluded.
Okay, let's go ahead and move you over here. You're getting that 1.58. That's okay. It's not the worst. Let's get the mineral plant there. Let's go ahead and get this here. You go ahead and work on this Betharian. Go ahead and build that. Since you're growing, we'll go ahead and build that one. And you are over here. That's Stone Age. But I do want to start working my way up that way, so let's do that.
Station sustaining damage.
Yeah, it's going to be annoying.
Anomaly found.
TR-44-1138 has been partially hollowed out and carved with exquisite precision. There is something familiar about the lines and curves etched into the rock. Well, I wasn't expecting to get this anytime soon in this playthrough, but, okay. Where exactly are you now? All the way over there. Sure, we'll research it. Now, the fact that I have not seen anyone come in this way, like, I'm not surprised that we haven't seen anyone come in this way because of these guys. But the fact that we haven't seen anyone come in this way tells me that there's probably a fallen empire blocking the route down here.
Tile blocker clear.
Special project completed. Our continued studies of the massive skeletal remains on Impan B1 have managed to shed some light on how the creature ended up on the planet. There are very faint residual energy readings that indicate some kind of dimensional portal existed briefly towards the rear of the skeleton. So in other words, it just pooped into another dimension. Terrible. Science Officer Eagleclaw theorizes that the creature passed through this gateway from another dimension, only to quickly perish in the hostile environment of Impan B1. Why it did this and where it came from are questions that may never be answered. Astounding. Not that the experience matters at all for Eagleclaw, but, you know. Okay, let's go ahead and bump that up. Anything else? Not really. Okay. We've got AI-controlled colony ships. That'll help with that a little bit, although it's almost done. New research. We want the FTL inhibitors at this point, because these guys may get ready to come in and attack us. And we do not want that.
Receiving transmission.
Terraforming candidate discovered. Ah, you want a non-aggression pact. Sure, I'm okay with that. You will go for a trade deal. You want to give me any minerals? $443. I will take that. Now you guys. Do I have I closed my borders to them? Let's go ahead and open our borders. See if they'll do the same thing. They have decided to accept that. Thank you for the minerals. I appreciate that. They did. Okay. We could form a defensive pact. I'm not sure that I want to do that. But I will... let's see. I don't currently have a trade deal with them, right? No, I am trading a research agreement. Okay. Alright, so we're up to 2 research agreements. We have not actually found anyone else, but we've got Visceran's Maw and this system. That means that I believe those two are going to have the other merchant guilds. And that means that we could use that technology that I keep passing up to just jump a ship down here and start exploring down there. Might be worthwhile at some point. You don't have a scientist on your ship. So let's take a look at what you're doing here. You are constructing a stronghold there. It is kind of odd. But, oh well. It's fine.
Initial colonization phase complete.
Excellent. Nomator Prime. Okay, so we have the extensive sensor arrays. Is that helping us out at all yet? Doesn't look like it. Okay, well, first of all, let's build multiple robots. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need to get you growing up here. And we will build the gene clinic there. I don't think I care enough about clearing up this active volcano at the moment. So we're okay with that. We've got robots working all of our minerals here. Kepler Prime. We should probably build robots in those two. You're just about grown here. What would I want? Autochthon Monument might be good. Kepler Prime. I'm not too worried about being invaded there, so yeah, let's go with the Autochthon Monument. Get some more unity. We're not really generating it very quickly, so that would be a good thing. Alright, now over here, we're still doing okay. Since we're not getting a science boost, I may want to put an Autochthon Monument up there. Well, actually, no. We'll put it there because that's an empty tile. Okay. That's okay.
System survey concluded.
Okay, you are offering a defensive pact. I'm going to decline that because I don't want to lose the influence. And they are equivalent. They are inferior. Yeah, no. I mean, if they get attacked and taken out, then, you know, it happens. How are we doing on the drone study? 1 month. All right, let's just go until that finishes. Familiar Shrine. Yep, so I was not expecting to get this in this playthrough. Most of the asteroid has been laser chiseled with great precision into the likeness of a small Terrapin temple, or large shrine. A shrine to the Untold, the great destroyer deity of old Terrapin faiths. Shredder? The temple has been tumbling through the quiet of space for far longer than we have been capable of spaceflight, which is disturbing at best, terrifying at worst. Naturally, Science Officer X Gemini urges us to search for more stellar objects that match the characteristics of the space temple, and has uploaded a list of likely candidates in nearby systems to the situation log. Perhaps it would be best if we did not. Then a looking we shall go. We will definitely track these. We got... Okay. So they're right in our path of research, so that's not bad at all. Alright, but let's see if we can get the... Yep, there we go. Mining drone work ethic. The drones are remarkably efficient at squeezing ever-diminishing returns from rocks Terrapin miners would have soon discarded, deemed exhausted of all worthwhile mineral content. Our top engineers are working on adapting the drone's methodology for use in the Terrapin conglomerate's mining networks and stations, which would improve efficiency, effectively lessening energy expenditure. Of lesser import is the fact that the drones are not completely silent, contrary to previous assumptions. They emit signal pings, though extremely infrequently and at a wavelength hard to isolate from background noise. If there is anyone left to receive these pings, maybe a mystery for another time. Easy prey, we get damage to mining drones, or fascinating automata, minerals plus 5%. Definitely taking minerals plus 5%. But let's go ahead and head in here and take these guys out. And when we come back next time, we will do just that. Then we can go after these stupid pirates, who are still in combat. Wow. Alright, but that will be next time. See you then, everyone.